Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the final game of tonight's North American APL Red Lobby matches. My name is Esquire, and joining me for this final cast of the evening is Mustache Dave. Dave, what do you think about all these matches so far, and what are you looking forward to as this final match of the night is about to begin?
Yeah. I mean, I'm still here. I'm doing good. I'm strong. I'm ready to go. Last game of the night. I only hope that these players still have some energy left in them, right? I mean, phenomenal first 3 games, but yeah, one more to play. So let's see what happens. Let's see what the circle gods provide us. Personally, I would like to see maybe a military circle centered right there on the military base, just kind of force these players into close quarters. Include some water in there. The Olympics, the pool, swimming, and all that. I know a lot of people don't like the water, but I mean, it's part of the map. It's just part of the map, so you just gotta use it.
Yeah, it's the way it is. It's part of the map. It's going to be in play some of the time. But yeah, Dave, I mean, you asked for a military circle. You might not get the circle, but look at the plane going directly from the southern edge of the map to the northern edge, cutting centrally through the island. It's going to be a great plane for these teams. They're going to be able to spread out essentially to everywhere on the map. I don't see any real big areas being out of play. Maybe Kameshki, maybe Milta Power. But again, we've got at least 2 teams opting for that military loot, so we'll see how that begins to play out. But it looks like the rest of our squads are going to their areas. We see Ghost Gaming heading up to the north, maybe choosing to go to Severny. We've got Optic obviously going over to the west towards that Georgia Pole spot. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how this game 4 shapes up, Dave. I think a lot of teams in that second through maybe 7th or 8th place slot right now are going to try to pull something out of their sleeve right now for this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we want here. High kill count game, high placements. Let's see. I mean, a lot of these teams I feel like have been dropping the same locations all night. Profio here running underground. Let's see what he got going on. But yeah, Ghost dropping Severny, Optic North George. I know it's TLC. They love Milta. FlyQuest always in Pachinki. So I mean, unless you intentionally want to contest another squad and drop somewhere intentionally, like Pachinki, knowing that FlyQuest is in Pachinki, I mean, everybody should get their loot that they desire. But first circle is up. Milta Power. They couldn't fly there, but it is definitely going to be utilized, I suspect, here shortly.
Yeah, some of these teams definitely pick some good spots to land, given how the circle is shaped up. TLC's in a great spot, as well as FlyQuest. So yeah, they're going to have some good looting opportunities to get fully kitted up and not have to worry too much about a transition period, like some of these teams that we see that opted for a more western looting phase. But yeah, they have a good circle. I think not a lot of water. It's good. We're not going to see a lot of marine play, but yeah,
Core 4. I mean, they're right for the picking. They're center strat. So think first. He's there. They could pretty much decide where they want to go, where they want to hold. As I'm pretty sure they have a good indication on how many squads are in their area, just based off of that flight pattern.
Yeah, definitely. And just looking at the map, it doesn't seem like a lot of these areas are going to be contested. We have one member of Corn Shuckers kind of inching over towards Yaznaya, maybe trying to get a little bit of a scout out on that, but Twisted Esports is certainly waiting and ready to defend any of that, as they are getting quite looted right now.
Yep. We had that. And like we just mentioned, Milta Power, TLC, going straight there. Looks like Core 4 might be going to Lapoca prison. So they're going to spread out, get the loot. Let's see. Anything really popping off here? Okay, you're looking down there at Nova. Yeah, the God Squad. They're going to be able to get some loot. Maybe even Bridge Camp if they suspect anybody is in the military island. Which I think they would, and they know for a fact that somebody dropped there just because of that flight plan.
Yeah, definitely. And we have a scout going out right now. SwiftEQ is going and scouting for his team right now, Affinity, and he is about to run into Define Legit from Ghost Gaming, who is also scouting in the opposite direction for his team. So let's
1v1.
Yeah, 1v1.
Looking for a car.
Yeah, it looks like neither of them. Oh, now the AR comes out. Define Legit down by SwiftEQ in the middle of the road and ultimately killed. That's going to be a tough loss for Ghost Gaming, who is
Did he have a gun?
#1 leader for the matches right now. You know, I'm not sure if he
So
had a
finally
gun,
Oh, well, I guess so.
but you know, I guess
Maybe a
all that
shotgun.
matters is Swifty Q certainly had a gun and was able
50
to use
Q.
it. So,
Come on, man. You saw he was punching. There should have been a punch off. I mean,
yeah,
that come on, dude. I mean, I guess you don't bring a gun to a fist fight, but I mean, we
yeah.
wanted to settle it like the good old days, and Swifty Q refused
You
to.
know,
So
Swifty Q said, "You know what? Too much on the line here. I'm gonna go ahead and take you out. No rules in this game. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the map as our teams continue throughout the beginning of this match. Not a lot is happening currently, but we are starting to see a few teams transition towards the centralized locations on the circle, possibly to look for some corn or some compounds. We've got corn shuckers.
look for some corn.
Yeah, looking for some corn, but yeah, corn shuckers is
For
pushing
sure.
right now into the shelter mansion area where one member of Core 4 patiently waits, Waylon.
Yeah, I mean, he actually took some damage there, probably from falling, but he needs to make some moves here because corn chuckers, as you mentioned, they're looking for a compound to kind of just hang out in, and unluckily for him, it looks like his compound is the one. So he's getting approached by every side. If I was Whalen, I might maybe take some shots right now to kind of scare him off. Maybe even rotate your guns. Take some shots from both of your guns to make it sound like there's more than one person here. But if they figure out that he's by himself, I would suspect an aggressive push from the corn chuckers coming out.
Yeah, definitely. And Paradox for corn shuckers was looking at FlyQuest that was driving by, not necessarily looking up at the Waylon was lying in wait, but he is up there. Shots have been fired. His presence is known, and the rest of the corn shuckers are going to rush Waylon, but not before Waylon can get a down on a KB. But elusive pushes Waylon off, and they're going to be able to get their teammate up. So yeah, 4 members still up for the corn shuckers, and they were able to get that kill onto Waylon from Core 4. So yeah, rough loss. We're seeing a few teams take some early losses, which are certainly going to play into how well they are going to be able to frag out and push these late game positions.
I mean, that's just the risk you take. I mean, Core 4, Monte Carlo at the mansion, Bree at prison, Thing First at Lapoca. So, I mean, they're so far apart just trying to optimize their loot. Monte Carlo actually driving for the corn chuckers by himself. Here's a care package here. No scope, level 3 bag though. M24. It's decent. Somebody's actually running towards it, but Monte Carlo though, I mean, what I was saying earlier, he wants to fight. He's looking for a fight right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's hopping in the US. Maybe thinks that he is, not in a good spot. He was definitely close to his teammate Waylon, who previously got taken out in the compound over where the rest of Corn Shuckers currently resides. But yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't think it's smart to take these 1v engagements. So I think Monte Carlo is making a good decision to pull back, maybe getting a few shots out to put the fear of God into the Corn Shuckers. I don't know if it worked or not, but he's going to certainly do it.
Yep, and a team that we haven't really been talking about tonight, but they're making some moves over here. Twitch TV, Amazon from Void. They're over here center strat, taking some shots left and right, kind of making a triangle with Corn Chuckers and FlyQuest and Fadeaway 3. So Amazon is right there in the middle. I just had to say his name because he's got the extra O's.
No, definitely. Yeah, I mean, they're posted up just a little bit northeast rather of FlyQuest, who has taken this compound over here. Yeah, so your boys Void are in the Alamo trying to survive and hold off
it's gonna be tough.
Any type of invasion. Yeah, it's gonna be definitely tough for them. But we have a lot of action going on the map right now. Still some shots coming out from Fadeaway 3 onto the FlyQuest compound, but none of them
look at all these squads just in the center for the most part. I mean, it's just amazing to see all these guys stacked on top of one another. I mean, only in competitive play, right?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, we see Monte Carlo taking a lot more shots at a passing by vehicle. Fozu and his teammate, who Spray is currently driving right into as well, trying to meet up with Monte Carlo. Looks like he's going to avoid them altogether and get to the Alamo to try to reunite with his teammate.
Yeah, I mean, I like this compound because it's wide open area around you for the most part. So, I mean, if you're peeking correctly, you could get the shots off beforehand. but it's also easy for another squad to kind of counter it, right? I mean, there's that hill to the north of it that you can just pretty much push up on and maybe lay some ground fire. Oh, and this isn't the one with the hill, but all right. So I take it all back. I take it all back.
I mean, yeah,
You still
but
had the open area.
yeah,
But
exactly. It's a good point though, nonetheless. I mean, given the terrain that they're working with. But yeah, we're going to see Carbon taking some shots from Elusive, one of the members of Corn Shuckers who decided to split a little bit off of his team and push into the south. But they're going to be able to get away. Carbon very low health. They decide to park on you as that has taken a lot of damage and take cover behind a rock. Carbon himself being taken down to just a sliver of HP, needing to get that first aid off, Dave.
yeah, I mean, these guys are just popping off left and right. And it's not even full squads. It's like solo members that are kind of playing spoiler. We got Jetsu over there taking some shots across the way. Corn Shuckers, Elusive taking some shots. Paradox taking some shots. Pretty much everybody just trying to get some easy kills, I feel like. I mean, you see a gunfight going down and you know you're in a safe spot. You have the cover. Why not? Why not take a shot? Like Jetsu, right? He's by himself, but he's in a compound. So, I mean, he just takes some shots.
Yeah, exactly. And Hooligans is in a tough spot, elected just being taken out by Fozu. Fuzzy Potato, who is also down. Matthew being the only remaining member up on that hill now. Fuzzy Potato going down. Kaisuko, though, playing very close, very aggressively, trying to push up on this, while Elusive, who already got a down onto the squad, Slime Squad earlier, tries to push up from behind. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting how this hill battle plays out. But they're playing very aggressively, and they're going to push up on Matthew right now, who has barely any health and has not met it yet.
He's got one pain pill, couple bandages. He's got the ump. He's ready for the close combat, but he needs some assistance. He doesn't want to push this by himself. Matthew, last remaining member of his squad. Can he make it? I mean, it's still 16 teams alive, so if he dies here, he's out first. Actually taking him out. But it's not going to be for long. Oh, getting the secure kill.
Yeah, look at this. Matthew just raining out shots, getting 3 down for only one remaining member for this squad. Slime Squad. I mean, I'm not sure what they're going to be able to do to recover from this, but Matthew just playing a complete spoiler right there as a snake in the grass, getting those shots out.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely have the information now. Now, if you're Kesku or Kesku, how would you pronounce it? If you're him, Kasuko. If you're Kasuko, do you get the revenge on this guy, knowing that he's got a trigger finger just itching, or do you just kind of go for placements? I mean, now it's a 1v1.
Yeah, it's a 1v1 right now. 16 teams remaining. You know, it's risky. Very risky at this point. I mean, I think he certainly knows that there's only one player up there, but as to where his location is, you know, they might not know, Dave. You know, 3 of the members of Kaisuko's squad were taken out by Matthew's position. So, you know, I think Kaisuko is playing the right play. I don't know if getting in the car was smart, but he's certainly going to try to get away. As shots
he's
are taken
taken
down.
out.
Yeah, and not the right call there, as Matthew is just ready to squad wipe the entirety of Slime Squad. So tough break for Slime Squad there. Incredible plays by Matthew, being able to salvage his team's placement there. So, you know, I'm pretty impressed with what just happened, Dave.
I'm impressed, but if you're Slime Squad, that's a slimy, sticky situation to get yourself out of there. God Squad, the top of the little hill over there, or rocks, Pride Rock, I believe it's called, that prison. They're about to be approached by FlyQuest. They're stacking right on top of each other. Something, learning firsthand where they're at. Blue getting the information as well, driving away immediately. So FlyQuest, they're actually going to lose them over here. Unfortunate for them, as they're just looking for a safe spot. Safe spot to call home.
Unfortunate area for them to push into, but a lot of shots came out there. Pad caps just raining down hellfire onto this FlyQuest
Still
squad.
shooting at them.
Yeah, from the moment they got there, Pad caps was just targeting them and hitting shots and putting out a ton of damage. So great job there by this squad, the God Squad. You know, very, very effective when another squad rolls into them and you have that squad fire.
All right, we just gotta follow the story. Matthew, he's about to be approached right now by Fadeaway 3. Will he be able to get the 1v3 again?
Again, yeah.
Or is he gonna let these guys kind of just walk by? I mean, Little Prodigy looks like he might be looking at him.
Yeah,
Maybe.
let's take a look at Matthew and see if he is able to spot them coming up.
They're going right for him. He's taking the shots. He's taking one down. The safety's going down. Low Prodigy returning the fire. And he's taken out. He's done for.
But not before being able to get 2 downs himself. So Matthew was effectively 1 kill away from wiping 2 full squads.
2 squads.
That was just incredible gameplay right there by Matthew. I know we've already said it just a second ago, but what a great job trying to salvage his team there, and effectively putting a lot of damage on this fadeaway 3 squad that is just rolled up on him. So little Prodigy a little bit hurt. Twitch Jasper a little bit hurt as well, but yeah, Dave.
I mean, I'm glad we got to watch that. I'm glad. I mean, he was on fire. MVP right now.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely on fire. The gun was on fire. He was on fire. But yeah, let's look at this circle. We've got Ghost Gaming, who has secured essentially a beautiful spot, dead center, with a nice little car compound. They've got a hill behind them and the car compound in front of them. Very, very good use of the vehicles right there.
All right, looking at Ghost Gaming though, if we could just take a second here. I mean, they look like they're chilling. They're making sandwiches right now. I mean, they're not even moving.
Yeah, it looks like they're at like.
Oh, there goes Austin.
Yeah, there goes Austin. It looks like they're at an auto show and they got their cars pulled up and they're showing off and everything. But we do have a crate that just came and dropped into the mansion area, but unfortunately it's going to be on the roof.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, so
I'm reporting this crate.
It's going to be just out of reach of the corn shuckers unless they are able to pull some sweet car play. I think Elusive might be going for the car right now to try to make some sort of platform for them to get up on that roof. So we'll see if he's able to do that.
I mean,
let's see what's inside there. Let's see if it's going to be worth to get to it. And I think it is. It's an 8x and M24. I mean, definitely a good sniper to be playing with, especially with the optic capability that you're given there. But yeah.
But don't you just hate these crates? I mean, this has happened to me a couple times, and yeah, you can vault and climb now, so thankfully for that. But I mean, just that extra work. Why couldn't it land just a foot or two to the side?
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, next one's up. Let's see what's happening. TLC smack in the middle. Ghost Gaming making that transition into the new zone, trying to center up again with those sweet car show quality vehicles. But TLC taking some shots at them, not going to let them at least resell those cars, right? And FlyQuest right there too. Ghost Gaming and FlyQuest, same thing in mind. McCoy being taken down by FlyQuest. Profi getting out of the vehicle. Austin driving in circles, just trying to survive, getting out of the vehicle as well. They're smack in the middle of TLC and FlyQuest, but they just might be safe. McCoy might be able to get the res going out the smoke there. This is dangerous.
Yep, nades are coming out by Profi, trying to hit that shack, but he takes a massive amount of damage while using that rock to throw that grenade. Looks like none of the grenades really putting out a ton of damage on the FlyQuest yet.
Amazon almost coming in behind them, but yeah, I mean, this is the fight to watch right now. FlyQuest, they don't want to let McCoy get the raise, but they are. And Amazon, he's just going to drive right through him. He's going for the same rock. He's going in circles, this guy.
Yeah, so FlyQuest sees his bike, and they're going to be taking some shots. Profi is able to get McCoy up. Austin, though, going down to FlyQuest, getting a nice headshot on him with the M416 over on the right flank. Ooh. So FlyQuest is able to hold this shack pretty successfully. They've got enough vehicles to provide a lot of cover in addition to the shack. So not a bad spot for them to be in, but they do have Ghost Gaming just directly above them with 2 members now, trying to decide whether or not it's going to be advantageous for them to get over and get a res onto Austin.
Yeah, I mean, you want all the members that you can have, especially this, game 4. Profi actually going around. He looks like he might be going for the res, but PLC, Flight Comment, taking him out. Now it's just McCoy. I don't know. Do you go for placements here or do you try to get your buddies up? I mean, you're still stuck in between 2 squads, essentially.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is a rough position for them to be in. They just lost Profi to trying to get that res. McCoy being the only remaining member of Ghost Gaming. FlyQuest is starting to push up and play a little bit more aggressively. You can see Blue trying to get some sort of information out to see if he can get sightlines on any of the players, potentially the 2 that were down or the remaining member, McCoy.
Yeah, it doesn't look like McCoy is moving anytime soon here. Profi kind of just walking around trying to figure out exactly what angle, Comment might be holding. But Comment, he's he's got the upper hand here. So McCoy might just have to let Proctor die here, unfortunately, for Ghost Gaming, our #1 team going into this game.
Yeah, but over at Prison, we have Sharko W and the rest of God Squad firing out some shots on fadeaway 3 across Prison. A few of these shots are going to be connecting onto both squads, putting out some damage. Low Prodigy taken to almost fatal damage right there, going to hit the first aid, get meted up, and continue to push down as the blue approaches. No teams left now outside of the blue, except for Optic.
Yeah, I mean, some of the Optic guys, they're in the Polka actually making their way in there as well. So they're just trying to regroup. I don't know if 50Q is going to allow Bahawaka to make it to reach your squad, but yeah, so we're looking at this fight happening in the north here. Bar Dave Murders Plush Toys fighting Twisted Sin. They're both not on the zone, so they're gonna have to push, and Corn Chuckers is right there as well. So I mean, these squads, they're just gonna get melted in the north.
Yeah, definitely. We have 3 almost full squads in the north, as well as, you know, some pretty heavy players over on the eastern side of the map. So this transition is definitely going to prove to be quite chaotic for these teams that are not already secured inside of the safe zone. We're going to
Twisted's
go ahead
moving.
and see. Yeah, they're going ahead and starting to move. Both teams
Right at the
are
void.
starting to move.
Yeah, Corn Chuckers having a vehicle though, they're gonna use it to their advantage and get into the zone extremely quickly. Let's see, TLC, they're in a great compound right
Yeah,
now.
the Liddy committee has a great location right now in the middle of the circle. They're pretty much have a 360 view of everything going around. And they're going to go ahead and see the God Squad over there to the left, going ahead and taking some shots, but not connecting with anyone yet. Going to go back and cover. Splinter going to try to peek with the Mini 14 with the 8 times.
Yeah, I mean, and essentially they're pretty safe. The only thing is that they're a little split up, so if they were to get crashed on, it might not be the best situation for them. But like you said, they got view of pretty much everything that's going on right now. Optic crashing the beach right there. FlyQuest making the move. McCoy, he's still alive. He's still behind that rock. He's got Void behind him. But the fight by Prison, there's 3 squads over there. All right, there's jacking off. Yeah, he's taking. I mean, there's just action going on everywhere. But honestly,
Yeah, action is erupting everywhere, just as we expected it would, given the circle. Shooting some shots out onto Swifty Q, driving through with the Dacia, but he's able to escape.
Corn Chuckers are engaging the God Squad right now, making that push. But God Squad, they can't forget that fadeaway 3 is right behind them, and I'm sure they know.
Yeah, definitely. We've got Paradox from Corn Chuckers pushing up this hill right now onto the God Squad. Sees Sharko W, but pulls back down the hill to try to get some more advantage. Make sure to have the proper grenades in place. But yeah, a lot of damage right now is about to be lined up if Paradox can get some sort of line of sight onto the God Squad.
All right, let's go to this fight up north. We got Void fighting Murderous Plush Toys. They're going for the zone here. I told you, Void, they're going to be making some moves here. We got Amazon. 1 member taken down here, so they only got 3 alive. I don't think they're going to be able to get their homie up, unfortunately for them. They might be able to, but because, you know, Lionheart from Twisted is moving out, he's down. I mean, Murder's Plush Toys, they don't want to take this fight. They just want to get into the zone. So, but what's Methanol doing out there?
Yeah,
Is he
meanwhile,
just trying to get kills?
yeah, Menthal's just been out there trying to referee this fight that's happening that we were just looking at. I mean, he's just putting out damage left and right. Whoever he sees, he's just taking shots at and connecting. So he's certainly being, you know, quite a nuisance to these 2 teams trying to fight and push up. But it looks like they have gotten the line of sight. Murderous Plush Toys are going to be connecting, taking one shot. Fuzzy down. Barday's going to the squad, trying to put out some damage. Menthal taking very low in that game.
Yeah, I mean, Mendel, I guess he can go for this kind of risky play because Swifty Q is in the zone. So they're both squad members. So they're going for positioning and kills this game, game 4. So I understand the play. But Void, it seems as if they're winning this fight. But like you said, talk about refereeing. TLC is definitely refereeing everything right now.
Yeah, they are just in an incredible compound. I mean, really, they just have 360 vision of all of these squads playing the edge, trying to push in. where the centralized location has continued to go towards. So if you look, we'll see TLC taking some shots over there. Team Void, who was just able to put out some incredible damage onto the Murderous Playboys and effectively squad wipe them.
Yeah, that's a nice squad wipe, but Fadeaway 3 are about to kind of secure their positioning within this prison kind of rock area. But this is elusive gaming. Yeah, I mean, we got fights going on everywhere, guys. Fadeaway 3, they're making the push on the God Squad. This is a fight that is a big one because the God Squad, they're like number 3 on leaderboards going into tonight's 4th game. So Pat Knapp's last remaining member, he's going to want to go for placements. Little Prodigy, they know someone's here still. But, I mean, I guess if you won this much, like we saw earlier, I mean, one guy could take out 3 members easily, depending on the positioning. But they're not going to let this guy fly. They're not going to let him stay here. They're still hunting him down with the frags.
Yeah, definitely. Good awareness by Fadeaway 3 right now. Able to keep some sort of bead on to the remaining member of the God Squad. Throwing some nades a little bit far on the nades, not connecting and doing any damage to Pat Caps. But again, we have TLC just continuing to rain bullets down on everyone, trying to push for these safe zones.
Yeah, I mean, we keep saying TLC, 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 but it's because they're lighting up this mini map. I mean, this compound is such an influence. There you go. Splinter taking out a guy right there. Is he going to get the kill? He got the kill. I believe this is, Void, Amazon, the last remaining member. Splinter, he knows he's behind their tree, and he's taken out as well.
Yeah, we look at Fadeaway 3 now. I Core 4 over there on the western edge of the circle. Disciple trying to get some shots on the Monte Carlo, and he is connecting, putting out a lot of damage now. Eyeing spray over by the US and the Rock, trying to connect. No shots connecting yet, but he goes for the reload and tries to duck behind cover to get some more shots out.
Yeah. I mean, none of them are landing, but you're definitely putting the pressure on this squad. They are in the zone, but they're being shot at from multiple angles. So, I mean, if I was Core 4, I'm nervous right now. I'm shaking.
Yeah, definitely. Then you have Amazon, who is Team Void's remaining member, who is trying to get some damage out on these Core 4 guys, connecting a little bit, but getting shot at as well. So he's going to need to be very careful because there are a lot of eyes towards the center of the circle that are going to be attracted towards that way now that the gunfire is bringing out. But Dave, the circle is finishing shrinking, and we're going to have our new safe zone coming out. And look at that.
My goodness.
The Liddy.
The Liddy
committee is just sitting beautifully right now.
They have to win this one fight, though. Optic is going to push right into these guys. If they win this fight, they're looking good. They're looking phenomenal. They're looking great. So that's going to be influential with this game. 9 teams still alive. 20 in total still alive. 20 people.
Yeah, 20 players still remaining. 9 teams. Amazon was taking a lot of fire there, going to hide behind that tree and get some cover. The car over by the Core 4 members has been exploded now, going to provide them with a little bit of safer cover, but unfortunately they are going to have to move from it. And then we have Optic coming behind the Liddy committee. No clue the Liddy committee knows they're there, but Optic certainly does. The shot coming out from Optic onto FlyQuest Blue, taking him out.
All right. Yeah, Liddy committee, they're aware now. Those shots definitely giving away Optic's position. I mean, it's worth it because, you got to kill off of that, of course. But, yeah, Optic, they're definitely, both teams aware of each other. So, let's see. Elusive Gaming down here, trying to work their way into the zone. Pat Knapp still alive, fortunately for his squad. But Fadeaway 3, they know what's happening. That grenade by Snorlax definitely giving away lots of information. Snorlax has a couple bandages. Use them real quickly, buddy. Zone's moving.
Yeah, unfortunately, only a few bandages. And look at that. Little Prodigy decides to take some shots. But Pat Caps was just lying in wait and is able to knock down Little Prodigy. And I don't even think Little Prodigy knows where he is yet. He's crawling, trying to get some information. But Pat Caps is just so well hidden here by this loot crate.
Yeah. I mean, Pat Cap's not in the zone, though. He's about to have some of these members from Elusive walk right on top of him. I mean, it is just a cluster down here of guys. So with all the little divots and stuff, all the sneakiness going on. Look at that. Is he going to take shots? Or is he just going to play it cool? Because he knows, he hears the other members approaching him.
Pat Caps exercising some great patience right now. looking at these players just shoot at each other. He hears Jerbear coming down, probably hears Snorlax as well. Just this patience is insane right now. The entire squad has now moved past Pat Caps, and Pat Caps might be in the clear to start taking some shots.
See what he does. He's in the blue, taking a little bit of damage. He knows everybody walked past him now. He's gonna get some kills right here. Low. He takes some shots.
Gets the squad wipe. Pat Caps just playing complete spoiler right now. Totally squad wipes. Elusive Gaming. Wow, what a play coming out of the God Squad's remaining member, Pat Caps. Just incredible play right there. We're going to go ahead and take a peek now at the remaining members of Core 4.
Look what happened over here. 1v1. TLC and Optic.
Yeah, so Optic
still
is
no
pushed
true
into this
winner.
building.
Yeah, Baja Waka, last remaining member alive. What a bloodbath that must have happened over here. I can only imagine. But look at this compound. Still in the zone for TLC. Oh my goodness. This game is up in the air right now. We have 1v1, v1, v1, v2.
Yeah, so somehow, out of all of that chaos, Core 4 was able to come out with the most teammates alive currently. So it's essentially a 1v1v1v1 on this south edge of the map. And Core 4 is just hanging out over here.
Hanging out,
using
chilling.
This cover. And they're going to be able to use essentially a lot of cover while they push up because, being that there's only solo players, they're not going to be playing extremely aggressive. This is the crunch time where the top 3 placements are going to be decided, and a lot is on the line. So, yeah, we're going to see some shots coming out from Baja Waka, connecting on to Chexis, who's jacking off, and taking them out of the game. That's going to be a fifth place finish for them. What can Baja Waka continue to pull out for his squad, though?
Well, it looks like he relocated. He went to that other compound. I believe that house is in the zone. Monte Carbo getting in this little Knights Bowl here. Pat Naps throwing out that smoke. Might have been giving away his position just a little bit, but he obviously felt like it was necessary to move up to rock Monte Carbo and Core 4. They know someone's up there based off that smoke. So if TLC and Baja Waka can just play cool, let this fight happen out, we might see a 1v1 situation.
Yeah, so Pat Caps is getting some good peeks over this, but has not quite seen any of the Core 4 members yet. But this spots Monte Carbo, takes some shots with that suppressor, connects one time and twice, knocking Monte Carbo, and then going for spray now behind the shack. Knows exactly where he is, but the blue zone is ticking hard.
Blue.
He's trying to get that first aid off. He gets it off. He's going to be running into the blue as fast as possible. It is now a 1v1 all around the map.
Right. He's taken out. Pat Naps is on fire, but he also died by Baja Waka. So it's a 1v1. No one won this compound fight yet. TLC versus Optic. What do we say? You and me, we should go bet after this because we knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, we
just
did.
Knew.
We called it. We knew this was going to happen. We have got one remaining member
Look
of
at
the
zone
committee and one remaining member of Optic. And look at the zone. Both of these players need to push out of this compound. It is going to be very interesting. I believe we have Splinter still hiding in this house, not really peeking anything. We have Optic, Baja Waka being extremely aggressive, peeking every window that he can get to. So will he be able to spot Splinter first, or will Splinter get the drop on Baja Waka? Only time will tell, and that will decide the ending of this final match of the night. Man, Dave, what an ending. What an ending.
Baja Waka actually moving out here. Both parties moving out. Baja Waka. Whoa!
Wow.
Just like that. Taken out before we can even say anything else.
Yeah, and just as we switch to Splinter's feed, he gets the drop on Baja Waka and secures the win for his squad. A first place finish in the 4th game for the Liddy Committee, who I think, Dave, we agreed on probably has the best name out of all these teams, if you just look at names.
I mean, we said it here at the beginning of the night. Most interesting names, just based on names. The Liddy Committee coming in hot. I mean, trying to prove themselves tonight amongst this lobby, this stacked lobby with very well known organizations. And Core 4 also 4th place, doing a great job.
Yeah, definitely a really good job by these squads all around.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty impressed with that. So Dave, let's look at now the scoreboards. I think we are going to be updated from the previous round.
Wow. What? I still can't get over that game. That compound was just in circle after, after another, like circle, circle, circle. Like at least four circles. That compound. Whew, what a good call to want to take that early on.
Yeah,
That's all I'm gonna
exactly.
say.
And the Liddy committee, I mean, they legitimately held their compound for this compound exactly for a significant portion of the game, just able to have angles on every squad that was approaching. But Dave, looking at these scores, these are updated now with Game 3. Game 4 that just finished will be added in shortly. But now looking at this and, sort of analyzing how we had those teams finish up, I mean, quite the shakeup from what we were looking at after Game 2.
Yeah, and you know what? That's what I want to see. I like shaking things up, shake and bake, Ricky Bobby style. You and me, right on the racetrack. FlyQuest coming in first place, not counting this game. Ghost Gaming, both of these squads bumping their way up because, actually, no, they changed spots. Ghost Gaming was number one before this game, so I don't know. I don't know who's going to take number one after this game. I mean, the scores, it's going to take around 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes to tally up, to add up. Make sure you check it out, auzom.gg. This was Lobby Red, week 3. Who's going to take number one tonight, though? I mean, after this game, if you just had to make a guess.
Well,
Just a guess.
just looking at everything, I think the God Squad in third place just had an extremely solid finish. They finished third place in this fourth and final map, which is pretty consistent. So they're going to get some good points and be able to go up against FlyQuest, who finished 9th, and then Ghost, who finished in 11th. So I think it's kind of up in the air, to be honest. But I think one thing to note is how far Check 6 moved up after that second match when we calculated in their first place.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they were down at either 10th or 11th, I believe, and they
13th,
moved up to,
I think.
even lower, and they were able to move up to 4th just off that one game. So yeah, excellent games all around, Dave. I really enjoyed the action that we saw in these games. I mean, I'd say they were fairly fueled by action, and that's what we like to see. A lot of kills coming out of this lobby tonight.
All right, so we got a minute maybe. I like these stats. I can't get over the fact how nice these stats are. Team kill count, the God Squad, 16. Check 6, 14. Optic Gaming, 13. I mean, you could tell who is out for blood based off of that kill count. Individual kill count, not counting Game 4, something with 11. Is he going to keep that? I believe so.
Yeah,
I believe so. The top killer of the night. Is he going to keep that after the next tallies are up?
Yeah, looking at those individual kill counts as well. I mean, we've got Sharpshot and Profi coming in right behind something, tied at 9 kills each. So definitely a lot of top frags coming out from these players. I mean, it really just was an exciting night of matches to cast, Dave, and I really enjoyed it. But guys, I think that is going to be all for us this evening. Go ahead and make sure to update the stats on the website here in about 10 minutes once the final matches are updated and tallied. Guys, was a pleasure casting for you all this evening for the Auzom Premier League Red Lobby North American Season 2 Week 3. Dave, I enjoyed it. Let the people know where they can find you.
MustacheDave.com.
All right, MustacheDave.com. You can find me at TheRealESQ on Twitter. Again, guys, was a pleasure. Have a wonderful evening, and congratulations to all the teams, and good luck in your future matches.